welcome back to another penny stock video. Today we're taking a look at KULR Technology Group, that's KULR. This is a technology company that also has a significant presence in the cryptocurrency sector, and they are building significant Bitcoin reserves as well as a fleet of Bitcoin miners. But they have a lot more going on than just cryptocurrency, which we will take a look at in just a moment. I'll give you an introduction as to what this company actually does, and then we'll take a look at their three most recent press releases, which were all cryptocurrency related, which all happened last week. Okay, so they had some great recent press releases that I think justifies a much larger move on this stock. And there's also some really good technicals going on the chart, which we'll get into in a bit as well. But let's jump right in to what is KULR. Well, first of all, they recently did a reverse split, which I think was a great decision because they had a really large float originally. Now their float's been reduced significantly to 34 million, which is great to see. It's a much tighter float, which means obviously the smaller the float, the better type of upside moves we can get on stocks, right? So that's great to see. It's also worth noting the stock has extremely high short interest, so I believe it is getting ready for a breakout, getting ready for a short squeeze here, because as you can see, it has almost 20% short interest. It's one of the highest short interest stocks here on FinViz, and they have a lot of really good things happening here that does not justify such a high short interest rate. So I do believe that you'll see quite a big short squeeze here at some point, probably sooner than later, because of all their recent positive news. Okay, so let's jump into a brief introduction to the company. Here is their website, KULR Technologies, and you can see they do lithium-ion battery technologies for space, aerospace, and defense. If we scroll down here, they have a really, really impressive set of customers listed here. NASA, Lockheed Martin, Department of Transportation, and Federal Aviation Administration, also known as the FAA. So obviously their battery technology is cutting edge, high tech, trusted by the best of the best in this industry, in the aerospace, space, and defense industries, right? So hard to get better customers than these. And then if we take a look at another one of their products here, this is really, really cool. This is one of their newest products, the Exia exoskeleton. Here it is. You can see it is an exoskeleton device designed to reduce the strain and prevent injuries, especially in the lower back. This would be for physical labor, commercial environments, industrial environments. It learns and adapts to the user's movement, providing real-time support for lifting and repetitive tasks. Unlike autonomous robots, the Exia is worn by humans, enabling workers to do their jobs more safely and reducing turnover and fatigue. Okay, and then if you take a look down here, they have some really great customers already for this technology as well, such as Airport Nuremberg and Canadian Tire, GXO, Daster, Curry. So they're already working with large industries with this product as well, which is obviously a cutting-edge, high-tech product that is really, I don't think there's any serious competition to this even. So KULR, they are developing amazing robotics technologies alongside their battery technologies. And then, of course, we have their focus on cryptocurrency as well, which has been a big thing for them. So let's take a look at their most recent press releases here. And you can see from July 8th, 2025, KULR Technology Group announces $20 million credit facility with Coinbase. This is a non-dilutive credit facility. And obviously backing from Coinbase is very great to see, right? They're one of the biggest names in the cryptocurrency space. And of course, they're using the Coinbase Prime platform to provide custody, USDC, and self-custodial wallet services for its Bitcoin holdings. So this is a great partnership and credit facility for them to continue to increase their Bitcoin holdings. So that's great to see. And then the next day, July 9th, we have another press release here. KULR reaches 750 PH per second in Bitcoin mining operations, with latest development aims for 1.25 EH per second by late summer. So they are rapidly increasing their hash rate for their Bitcoin mining fleet. hitting 750 pH per second, right? They added 3,570 Bitmain S19 XP 140T Bitcoin mining machines, which is pretty much the gold standard for Bitcoin mining ASIC machines right now. And obviously that's a very significant boost to their current mining capacities. And, they say they're aiming for 1.25 EHS by late summer. So obviously this means that you can expect another really significant increase on this number in probably the next month or two. So they are expanding at a rapid pace, and they're starting to catch up to some of the larger mining companies in hash rate here. And then if you take a look at July 10th, the next day, KULR expands Bitcoin holdings to 1,021 Bitcoin, reports 291.2% Bitcoin yield. So obviously they're yielding more Bitcoin than they're spending on it, right? They have a really strong yield on Bitcoin, and adding approximately $10 million worth of Bitcoin here to reach a total approximate of $101 million in Bitcoin acquisitions. So they currently have over $100 million worth of Bitcoin in their Bitcoin treasury, and again, that's expanding at a rapid pace as they intend to really increase their hash rate yet again before the end of summer here. So this is, really one of the strongest Bitcoin plays out there, especially because it's backed by a very, very real business that has cutting-edge technology, as we take a look at here, right? And of course, customers such as NASA, Lockheed Martin, FAA, Department of Transportation, etc. So this is not just your typical small cap that's putting out crypto news just to get a pump. This is actually a real Bitcoin treasury strategy, and obviously we've seen these be incredibly effective with companies like MSTR and GameStop. So all of these factors combined with a 20% short interest, okay, is quite attractive for squeeze potential, I would say. And if we take a look at the chart here, there's some other technicals setting up I'd like to point out. So we really have an inverse head and shoulders pattern setting up here. So if we take a look, let me grab a little pencil here, wherever it is. I'm not sure where they put it now. But you'll get the point, right? We have the head, the shoulder here, the head, and the shoulder. Usually a head and shoulders would be to the upside like that, and it would be a bearish pattern. But when you have it inverted, it's a bullish pattern. So that's what we have here. And then you also have, we'll get our line, we also have a gap to fill here, right? So we have a gap to fill around $9, and it's an upside gap. So, you can usually count on these gaps to be filled at some point, and, KULR has the ingredients for sure to shoot up and fill this gap, especially with such high short interest and such strong news recently. And again, MACD, right? MACD has cooled off quite a bit as well. So we have a bullish inverted head and shoulders pattern. We have the upside gap to fill around $9. We have cool MACD ready for a run. Everything's looking really good here. I do anticipate it to fill that upside gap in the near future, especially with the excellent news this company continues to put out. And of course, being a crypto play going into this week, what is it? Well, it is July 14th, Crypto Week. So the House is passing two very important bills, the Clarity Act and the Genius Act, and these should really improve the regulatory framework for cryptocurrency in the United States, continuing to make it a more legit and sought-after asset class. And of course, what has Bitcoin been doing as a result? Bitcoin's at new highs. So almost $120,000 a coin. And obviously, KULR has a lot of Bitcoin. So KULR is positioned to benefit tremendously from, not just the hype that Crypto Week brings to the cryptocurrency stocks, but it will also benefit tremendously from the improvements made to the cryptocurrency sector through these acts. And I anticipate this week to be a really exciting week for cryptocurrency-related stocks in general, and KULR stands out as one of the most attractive in that sector. So, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.